But you will never have a better opportunity to personally explore and experiment with the nature of reality than in your lucid dreams. The Tibetan Buddhists call the dream space a practice dream because it really is the spiritual and psychological simulator where you can learn about and test and explore consciousness. So here are 3 of my favorite mind-bending experiences that are a great way to start stepping up your lucid dream practice from simple wish fulfillment into a truly cutting-edge consciousness practice. The first mind-bending experience to try is to walk through walls. You might be like, man, doesn't sound particularly fun or mind-bending. Trust me on this. What it takes in your mind, in your perceptual reality, to be able to walk through a wall, even in a dream, is surprising. I love giving this little assignment to clients when they're sort of first experimenting with their lucid dream space. I say, okay, cool, next time you get lucid, walk through a wall. And often I get people coming back going, I was fully lucid, I knew I was in a dream, I know that everything around me is just a construct, but when I walked through the wall, I hit the wall or I got stuck in the wall, or the wall was thick and sludgy. And it's a really fascinating experiment that shows us the habit of our mind, the habit of reification, of how we really make things real and solid. And even when we have a conscious appreciation that it's not, I know I'm in a dream, I know there's no wall, it takes real practice. To be able to hold that perspective so truly in our consciousness that we walk through a wall with no constructed sensation, no constructed resistance, it's actually really high level. So playing with and practicing that is really fun. A little beginner's tip with that one, if you are bonking your head against the wall, you can put your hand in front of you first. So start with a sort of smaller entry point and put your hand in first and then follow. It's hilarious, right? Because we don't have a dream body. There is no dream wall. But this is a great way to experiment with that nature of our habits and the construction and the reification of objects. Number 2 mind-bending thing is one of my favorites. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so we can stay in touch. And number 2 is about how we move through time and space. It's, again, a habit of ours. We have these dream bodies. We walk on the dream floor using dream gravity. But at this point, you can start really playing with movement. One of the things I love doing when I'm in a lucid dream is to pick a point. And instead of moving there, I collapse time and space and I appear there. Learning how to essentially teleport yourself, right? This takes an enormous amount of mental gymnastics because it's not something we experience in waking state, but it's entirely possible for us when we practice. Or another thing is to move without moving your body. So this would be, for instance, you could put your hands right down by your side, keep your legs together, but then actually move your dream body back and forth, up and down. Create the experience of movement, but without using your dream body. It's an amazing mental discipline, and again, helps us to sort of break free from these chronic habits we have. And number 3 really helps with this too, which is to move and transform objects only with your mind. So here you might be in a dream, and you could find anything. It could just be like an apple. And instead of picking it up, make the apple move with your consciousness. Make it move. And at first you're like, yeah, of course it's a dream. I can do whatever I want. You might be surprised. It takes a little practice. You have to really start to sort of exercise whatever part of the brain that is. Bring that back online. That was the telekinesis, right? You could also make objects grow bigger, make them smaller, multiply them, really play with this idea of something being one form in one place. The trick with this, of course, is no hands and no vocal. Really trying to do this just with your mind. These practices are definitely more advanced, but they really are a way to personally and viscerally experiment with how flexible and how adaptable the mind and the dream space is. This habit we have of making everything so concrete and so solid and so movable starts to really gently peel away when we do these kinds of mind-bending practices in the lucid dream. Do you have a favorite mind-bending practice that you do, something that you've been playing with? Let me know in the comments below. I'm always adding to my repertoire and I so appreciate your input.